Hello, I'm Coercer, and we're watching games from ArtifactCup number 29. We've seen all of the other matchups so far, and now there's, in round 1, so now there's just one more pair of players remaining, and they are Majiir and Fukushim. So let's load up the first game between these two players. They will be playing the first game on Torin Crater, and Fukushim will be playing as the Soban, and Majiir will be playing as the Galcian. We'll be watching this from Fukushim's perspective. It'll be quite interesting to see how Fukushim has improved in between these Artifact Cups. I think we've seen him on my channel in one of my casts already. Let's reveal all to production. So to start off, we have Fukushim here playing as the Soban, and Majiir is up in the north playing as the Galcian. Now, for those of you that have not yet encountered the Soban, they are a faction of the coalition forces. Most of their units, or rather almost all of their units, are exactly the same as the coalition. The only real difference is, or are, their railguns. Basically they fire faster, but each shot deals less damage than a standard railgun shot. But all in all, it turns out that the Soban railguns are just plain better at dealing sustained damage to enemy forces, and the Soban also have these armed logistics modules, which, if the carrier has powered up its defensive logistics system, will stun units that get in range. The more power is in the defensive logistics system, the faster these armed logistics modules fire, and the greater their range. Now, both players have started up their economies, and Majiir is already mining from his first bulkhead, while Fukushim has focused on building some early LAVs, and looks like he is looking to deal some damage. Now, I'm not sure these 4 LAVs will be quite enough. Usually it's good to go out with at least 5 or 6 LAVs, as they will be able to deal damage much quicker, and you'll be able to take out more salvagers more reliably that way. Majiir is sending out some sandskimmers to scout around, and one of them just runs into those 3 LAVs, so it'll be interesting to see how Fukushim plays this out. Now, since Majiir has powered up the weapon systems on his carrier, these LAVs will be dealt with quite quickly, and I'm afraid Fukushim didn't do that much damage. Galcian units recover their hit points slowly when they are out of combat for long enough, so any damage he dealt will be nullified over time. And in the meantime, Fukushim has started his AAV fabrication tech, so he is about halfway there, and if he starts building an AAV as soon as that's done, I think he should be able to ward off these sand skimmers. The Soban carrier is not that well equipped to deal with anything directly. The armed logistics modules are really what the Soban player usually relies on. So Fukushim needs to be careful at this moment. His support cruiser pops out, and he immediately moves out with his carrier to that first bulkhead, just as Majiir will reach that with his own sand skimmers. Now, it looks like Majiir has already researched railgun tech and is producing assault railguns, moving across the map with them. Now, Fukushim's carrier is without any support. The first AAV that Fukushim has constructed is in Fukushima's main, not the second not railgun, the second AV is moving out to scare away the sand skimmers. But unfortunately Fukushima loses that R6 module as Majiir correctly just targets it down and kills it. Seeing how the carrier, the Soban carrier, really isn't that good at dealing with anything in direct combat. So at the moment Fukushima is capacity capped. He has a higher current capacity than his maximum fleet capacity, and I'm not sure he has quite noticed this, although he is also a bit short in CUs, so he can't really place another logistics module at this time. Now Majiir is sensing that he has an opportunity here and is trying to scout around to see if Fukushima has already researched railgun tech, and if any railguns are on the field. These two assault railguns will be able to deal with these AVs quite effectively. Fukushima correctly hides those AVs behind the dune, so those railguns will have to move into plank range, or Majiir would have to use his sand skimmers to deal some damage. Fukushima has positioned 2 additional AVs here to protect his main from any kind of sand skimmer backstabbing, and Fukushima now has 2 Soban railguns. Of course, those railguns will outrange Majiir's assault railguns. Majiir has now constructed 2 heavy railguns of his own, so it looks like this game will be quite railgun focused. Usually that isn't really the case for this map, as there are so many side blockers all around. There are these sand dunes, you have these mountains all around this crater, and usually railguns are not as effective, but if you fight in these outer regions, there are quite some long lines of sight, and you can have some railgun fights on these parts of the map. Majiir is pumping out more railguns as well as expanding to his second bulkhead, while Fukushima is still, well, he's barely mining from this bulkhead. He did not construct any additional salvagers in this time, and just as I say that, of course, 2 salvagers pop out, so he is now fully mining from that one. It looks like Fukushima will be slipping on the economy front. Majiir moves in with sand skimmers, providing vision for his assault and heavy railguns to deal with this clump of units here in that dune. And now Fukushima is trying to focus down those assault railguns, but he really should be trying to kill these heavy railguns. It looks like they already have some armor upgrades, so they will be harder to kill. As you can see, the Soban railguns fire quicker than the heavy railguns, and that smoke that Fukushima's laid down there was probably to Majiir's advantage. Those assault railguns were able to close in and take out a railgun. Did they? No. Both railguns are still alive, so that didn't end up going that badly for Fukushima. He has his units still alive, though barely, while Majiir lost his sand skimmer force, but he still has a couple of assault railguns. Let's look at the resources. Majiir has been spending diligently, so it looks like he is taking up in the meantime, and Fukushima is now also researching heavy vehicles armor, so his AAVs and any missile batteries he will build will have increased armor. He's constructing a second support cruiser. Well, that's a pretty good idea. I mean, he will be able to expand to the next bulkhead as well as heal up his damaged units. And let's look what Majiir is doing in his own base. He has some missile ships. Is that the only one? I think, no, he has 2 missile ships as well as those 2 production cruisers positioned in case Fukushim would go for air, but it seems that at the moment Fukushim has no such plans. He's just focusing on his railgun production.
We're clear to proceed.
It looks like he is going for a mixed AAV and a railgun force, which should serve him well. But Majiir is scouting around with the sun skimmer. He scouted here at this artifact to see if Fukushim had any units hanging around here. Now he's moving in with that base runner to snatch this artifact from Fukushim. Of course, this artifact is the closest to Majiir's extraction zone, so he should be able to capture that very quickly, especially with the supporting force here. And it looks like Majiir is going to pick up all 3 artifacts at the same time and then try and capture them quickly, so he will have quite the artifact advantage. It seems that Majiir has decided that he won't play into Fukushim's hands. He won't try and assault his position. Majiir knows that the Soban forces are quite good at tackling with the ALMs and Soban railguns at range, as well as those AAVs to protect from any kind of sand skimmer attacks. And Majiir does indeed pick up all 3 of those artifacts and then moves them towards that extraction zone. Fukushim, of course, will try to prevent that, but I'm pretty sure that that is what Majiir wants. He wants to draw out all of Fukushim's forces and deal with them somewhere else, as opposed to Fukushim's own base. Now these LAVs will scare off that sand skimmer. It just barely survived. Now it has already started regenerating, and it looks like Fukushim will try to cut off the space runner. It looks like Majiir forgot about that one, but Fukushim changes his mind. That could have actually been a better play to just move in with those LAVs and take out that base runner. Instead, Fukushim will try to focus on Majiir's railguns, but it looks like they now have the 3rd railgun armor upgrade, so they will be quite tough to deal with, at least until Fukushim's railguns come into range. But Majiir is massing up a big army here. He has 1 missile battery just in case. He has 5 sand skimmers, 6 heavy railguns, and 6 assault railguns. So this force really can just deal with anything that will engage in the open field. And Fukushim is slowly building up his army as well. He has, let's see what he has here. It's 5 AAVs, 8 railguns, and just 2 LAVs at the moment. So Majiir is now sitting comfortable. He has secured his extraction zone, and he will just move in those base runners and immediately have a 3-0 artifact lead. So it looks like this game will be quite passive, and it looks like Majiir will just go for a artifact victory. He will play for time and capture the next set of artifacts. If Fukushim just continues to turtle, this could go quite badly for him. And those Soban railguns are opening fire on Majiir's sand skimmers, which could be considered waste shots, as those sand skimmers are quite small targets, and railguns really do have a hard time hitting LAVs or sand skimmers. He should be focusing fire on either these assault railguns or those heavy railguns, and if he's not careful, he will lose all of these AAVs to that concentrated heavy railgun fire, and the smoke clears up, and if those sand skimmers move in close enough, these two AAVs will probably get insta-gibbed by that force. And Fukushim is now moving out with his carrier and his railguns,
Enemy sand skimmer on approach.
which
Railgun
could
engaging
be
enemy unit.
very scary.
A railgun has been lost.
It looks like Majiir will just move in with those assault railguns. He's trying to
Hostile
DPS
assault
down
railgun eliminated. Sensor post is
Fukushim's
taking hostile
railguns
fire.
before they can deal too much damage. He
Hostile
takes out
contact
2
on the board.
with those assault railguns, but the heavy railguns also are focusing
Enemy
on
railgun
Fukushim's
neutralized.
Soban railguns,
Railgun
and
destroyed.
it seems like Fukushim did not trade that well on the damage. He lost a lot of railguns here.
Hostile unit marked.
No, he will have to scramble to rebuild his forces. Well, Majiir just lost his sand skimmers, a couple of assault railguns, and I think he lost 3 heavy railguns. I'm not sure, but in any case, Majiir has a huge army ready to go, while Fukushim is focusing on bunkering down. He will probably try to place as many ALMs as he can around here
Order received. Underway.
to prevent Majiir from moving in with his forces and base surrenders. In the meantime, Fukushim did take down the base surrender that tried to snatch this artifact here. So Majiir now has 2 base runners carrying 2 artifacts, but if he delivers these 2 artifacts, Majiir will win the game. In the meantime, Majiir has researched siege cruiser technology, and the Galcian siege cruiser is now on the field. It looks pretty cool, and that is quite a good play to deal with these static defenses here
Enemy contact
that
on the
Fukushim
board.
is placing, and with that huge blob of units that Fukushim has. If that siege cruiser will be positioned well, and if it'll get off a good barrage, it should be able to deal quite a lot of damage to Fukushim's forces, and to of course deal considerable damage to these static defenses as the siege cruisers fire slowly but precisely on stationary targets.
Hostile contact marked. Hostile railgun has opened fire.
Majiir is trying to thin out this ALM fence by scouting around with his sand skimmers.
Enemy on sensor.
Fukushim places down a forward ALM, but it gets taken out almost immediately
Hostile
by
sand
Majiir's
skimmer on
forces.
sensors.
Fukushim
Enemy
is
signature
positioning
identified.
his AAV force to protect his railguns.
sensor post
I
has
think
been
he
lost.
spotted these sand skimmers briefly, but now the
Hostile artillery cruiser detected.
Majiir's siege cruiser is taking out those ALMs,
We have new bearing
and
on hostile target. Enemy siege
Fukushim
cruiser closing on
will
friendly.
stay passive like this, he will lose these ALMs, and he might also
Enemy
lose
sighted.
his blobbed AAVs
Enemy engaging
and
armored unit.
railguns to a barrage.
Underway.
That
Sensor
single
post down.
Gaussian siege cruiser barrage didn't kill any of these AVs, but it dealt quite some damage.
Sensor post is taking hostile fire.
Now, usually
Hostile unit
it's a good
marked.
idea to use 2 barrages at once,
Tracking
and since the
enemy target.
Gaussian siege cruiser fires a lot of
Enemy
missiles
signature
very quickly,
identified.
if you use the
Light attack vehicle under
barrage
fire.
ability, that can be quite devastating. So
Enemy
conventional
assault
wisdom is
railgun
to use
neutralized.
2 at once, but
LAV destroyed.
this is working quite well in Majiir's favor. He has 2 siege cruisers just raining death on Fukushim's stationary targets.
Hostile artillery cruiser detected.
Stationary targets, stationary units, while Majiir's sand skimmer force is providing vision
Enemy
for his heavy
artillery cruiser
railguns.
spotted.
And
Alert.
if Fukushim
Hostile siege
won't
cruiser
do
in range.
something to
Enemy
deal with
railgun
these
firing on friendly.
sand skimmers, or at least
A sensor
get those
post has been
AVs
lost.
closer, so his Soban railguns will be able to deal
Armored
with those
vehicle destroyed.
Gaussian heavy railguns.
Enemy on
This
sensors.
might just
Armored Vehicle taking
be the
effective
end
fire.
for Fukushim. It certainly looks like
Sensor post under fire. Get us underway.
this is not going to play out well
Hostile strike
for
craft
Fukushim.
eliminated.
Majiir is moving in with their space cylinders, and
Captain here.
since Fukushim is retreating
Hostile artillery
and
cruiser
Majiir's
detected.
sand skimmers
Artifact coordinates
are
locked.
slowly mopping up these railguns,
Sensor post
it
down.
looks like
Carrier here.
Artifact location
Fukushima
verified.
we'll lose this game
A railgun
to an
has been
artifact
lost.
victory.
Strike fighter taking fire.
Fukushima now decides to
Command carrier is
move
taking
in with his
hostile
guided to
fire.
the extraction zone. It looks like he wants to go out in a blaze of glory,
Enemy unit detected.
but he will be denied even that as those
Strike
two
fighter
artifacts
down.
are captured, and Majiir takes game number 1 in the series, and we could move on to game number 2.